Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Astros game today that playing the Kansas City Royals after a tough loss yesterday. 7-5 was the final score. It was another tough start for this Astros team. Their last two losses are brutal starts pitching-wise and then just getting hot offensively, but the bad pitching really hurt with the great offense. And it's not a lot of times that has happened this year where you look at the pitching being a huge reason why the Houston Astros lose, because, this pitching has been so great this year, but in their last two losses, the pitching has been really bad. You look at their last two wins, the pitching has been really amazing too. The last two wins are two shutouts. Their last three wins, they've only given up one run. But yesterday was tough in the first 3 innings, giving up 7 runs. The other day on Saturday, first 3-4 innings, gave up like 12 runs. But it's the offense that bounces back in all of these games. The offense yesterday scored 5 straight runs. The other day, the Astros were down 12-1 and came back, scored 7 straight runs, made it 12-8. So the one thing this team has shown, I think, this year is that there's not a lot of big leads that are safe with this offense, because we saw a crazy comeback earlier in the year against Minnesota. They were down like 6-7 runs, something like that. So this offense, even though they've been bad at times, they've shown they can come back and from big leads. And unfortunately, the last 2 games, the leads have been a little bit too big. The deficits have been a little bit too big. All right, let's go over what this lineup looks tonight, because Framber's on the bump, and hopefully the pitching is not as bad, as it was yesterday. And I think that you can hope that the pitching won't be as bad with Framber on the mound. With what we saw in his last start against Milwaukee was absolutely great. Got a win, his first win since opening day. And this was, his last start against this Royals team. You look at it, we should be talking about how Framber Valdez is 3-3 on the year and not 2-4. Because Framber Valdez was brilliant the last time he went up against this Royals team. He went 8 innings. The only Astros pitcher to pitch the entire game all year. Because, you saw Valdez pitch that entire game for the Astros. Since there wasn't a 9th inning to pitch in. And he went all 8 innings and only gave it 2 earned runs against this Royals lineup in 8 innings. And so I thought he was great against the Royals. The Astros offense couldn't back him up. They didn't score a single run in that game. So you hope that they can back him up this time around. The offense has been red hot recently, so that makes you think that they definitely can do that, especially being way better offensively at home compared to the road, where the Astros can maybe back Framber Valdez up this time around. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros' 41st game of the regular season, trying to go to 21-20. We'll see what happens here tonight. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros game in the comment section, and peace out.